was that face you were making? You're like,
dude, dude, in jazz music, whenever you played like a dirty like something dirty, they'd always make this like fucking like you got to make a face uglier than what you're playing. As anything, man.
But the thing is,
like the guitarists too, they'd play something dirty and be like, "Oh, it's dirty, son." Like
the thing is, I saw a skit recently talking about how bassists can't look so bored all the time.
Yeah, I was on College Humor, man.
Right. You sent it to me.
It's boring as shit being on bass.
Yeah. All right.
Not in jazz and rock music. This is your sponsor content.
Sponsor. Can I fucking say it once?
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
This
is your extra sponsor. Fuck you. Go ahead.
Fuck you, dude.
This is your. Oh, Jesus, man. The pop guards, man.
Oh,
There's no way to clean these.
Anyway, people, this is chaos.
You know, we had this interaction lately with somebody, and it's hard because sometimes Mike and I we want to talk about things, but we can't because they become fans of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What? No, I don't know.
The guy that sold us all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. But we can't talk about him on the podcast because they're listening to the podcast.
That's right, dude.
But
oh, my God. We can go fucking buck wild
I
on
doubt
that.
he would not find his way into here, don't you think?
That petri dish of a fucking human being.
But how bad would it be if he paid money to come in here and then we just, episode 2 was us just ripping on him. Now, we had an encounter. Mike is, we talked about it before, Mike is the fucking king of getting free shit. The amount of value in the assets we have is actually way higher than what we paid for it.
Definitely, dude.
This stuff is, we actually have a pretty good stock of stuff. You know what I mean? But we paid like nothing for most of this.
We have way more mic stands now than when John Brancy was here. We only had 2 mic stands.
Oh,
It was fucking embarrassing because
it's too bad. Now
we had to like take books. Like fucking,
we had them stacked up on books.
We had it stacked up on books with a tiny little stupid microphone. I mean, it
almost fell off. In the episode, you're like, you're gonna fall off, man.
that was a weird time. And now we could have like 7 people
with
here
this mixer.
With mic stands.
We legitimately could have like 8 people on this fucking show. You know what I mean?
Totally. How many do we have actually? 1, 2,
well,
3,
we have
4
easy
5, 6,
ones.
7, 8. Yeah, so we could have 6 people.
Yeah.
With us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We got to get better stuff, but man, this is a good baseline. What we got going on here. Sometimes I really wish.
Anyway, wait a minute.
Yeah,
this guy gave away a mic and a mic cord, so I found it, and it was right next to Jared. So he went and made a new friend.
Yeah, you know, Mike is really big on that stuff, on like going to get free stuff. But I actually. And it's good. Mike and I are a good team because we have strengths and weaknesses, and we balance each other out.
That's right.
And one of my weaknesses is I would pay money not to come into someone's fucking jack-off den. You know what I mean? and have to make chit-chat for 20 minutes to get some shit microphone. Like,
man, I swear to God, I hope he doesn't become a sponsor. That would suck.
I'm sorry.
Ass.
If I walk into your room and there's lotion on your desk, I look at your elbows and I look at your knuckles. And if you're dry as fuck, then I'm not sitting down, all right? Because I know what you're doing with that shit. At least keep it in a drawer, you know? God damn.
Seriously, hide that shit, man.
And he had a snake in there, like a real snake, you know? And I would never want to. What are you doing? Making faces at the camera?
At the camera.
I would never want to jack it with a snake watching me. You know?
What do you mean a snake?
He had like what's that called? A terrarium?
Yeah.
Like he had a snake, like a fucking like reptile. You know?
Dude, they're not fucking sentient beings.
Yeah, but it's just like fucking looking at you, and you're just like.
He thinks you're like fuck. He's like thinks you're
choking his brother. Or
choking his brother, right? Look, hey, around, speak to me.
It's fine. He's going back in his hole now. It's over. I was going to say something, but it's too dirty, even for the sponsor section. I'm sorry.
Man.
All right. The sponsor section does not mean X-rated. It just means special content, right?
Can mean X-rated, I guess. I mean, we are calling out a human being who gave us free shit.
Maybe we could
We're such fucking assholes, it's ridiculous.
Nah, he's a nice guy. That's what I fucking hate about this. It's like, yes, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was totally nice. You got up to my.
I think it's because you're sick. You're a bit lower than normal.
Oh, that's true. No, I mean, look, if you are listening, thank you for all the shit, and thank you for the criticism, actually.
Yeah, he stayed up all night, and he wrote us an email about a page long with his critique. And we used none of it. But I appreciate
we read all of it.
We read it all. We threw it into the brainstorm.
Some of it was true. We just don't give a fuck.
You would have to give us some really good critique for us to change something. That's kind of the whole point of the show.
We have, I mean, the whole up and down with the volume thing that has been.
No,
a big
that's true.
thing.
The whole compression. we have not had any more in the beginning. That was everyone wrote us, love the show. You guys are too fucking loud.
Right.
But I think we haven't had any critiques about that since. Since we're drinking tea down here.
Tea and beer. By the way,
get the piss whiskey.
this beer is the. We had two. Good thing we did the sound check. Poo. We had two of this brewery's beers on that are like their attempt at craft brew.
Yeah.
Remember we had the mocha stout and the sunlight
those
hops.
were good. That was the
They
same
were
one.
really good.
The mocha stout, man.
That was really good. This is Braustube, and this is from Darmstadt.
It's a Darmstadt thing. Okay.
And this is just their Pilsner. So it's good.
The pumpkin one, Mike and I just finished doing the Halloween podcast, which if you haven't checked out, was one of the funniest fucking podcasts we've ever done. But we're still in our Halloween costumes, if you can picture that. But we on that podcast, on that podcast, we had this pumpkin beer. That was good.
I liked it. It was thoroughly enjoyable.
When it comes to the flavor of pumpkin shit, I'm basic as fuck. I love pumpkin beer, pumpkin spice, okay? Pumpkin pie.
Everything nice. Pumpkin spice and everything nice.
I love it, man. I'll make a little pop here.
Oh, doggy.
The reason we started talking about this guy is because when I was over there, I said, do you have any pop guards? Because Mike and I are always looking for pop guards because these things, pop guards, if you don't know what a pop guard is, it goes in front of the microphone. So when we say penis, it doesn't pop really badly.
Right.
And this guy was just like, why would you ever buy a pop guard, man? You just take pantyhose on a coat hanger. You know? We're already in the basement. I can't start putting pantyhose on coat hangers,
He is,
man.
of course, right.
Yeah, he's right, man. You know, but it's also like, you know, why not just eat and shower at the same time? Like, it is more efficient, but
had he given you a pair of his pantyhose to do, I might have done it.
You probably would have asked.
I would have.
You'd probably be like,
you got any lying around for your snake? Poo Tetra?
Well, do you have one we could look at?
I mean, the thing is,
he's got some good shit. We should go back.
You would have wanted to get the fuck out of there right away, right?
I tried to. I stood in the doorway for like 20 minutes.
I'd have jammed with that guy all night.
You could have, man. He had a drum set that he had made into
out of human
tables
skin.
That he had made out of human skin. That was my friend Tom.
Put lotion on its skin,
and that's my other friend Tom. They're called the Toms. Look,
put him in the fucking basket. But you know what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, that's the Silence of the Lambs,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But he had hollowed out these, and in one he had liquor, and in one he had like snacks, and then one he had a blanket over.
Jesus
and I felt like that was
dude.
the best Tom with the blanket over, you know.
Definitely, he does it. It's not for public consumption.
Yeah, that was the pot Tom, man.
Definitely,
that's where he kept that green, that leafy green.
And the thing is, it is actually a I have met people who actually. Why do you always check it when I'm fucking talking?
Because I think about it when you're talking.
Yeah, but then I have to go like this.
We need a new sound card, dude.
Anyway, listen to this. Listen, I've met people who really don't like this idea. They say if somebody disagrees with you a lot, right? Let's say like you come across.
Do you mean strongly or often?
No, strongly. Like you really disagree with somebody. They have like, let's say even a reprehensible idea. Let's say you come across like a white nationalist or something like that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Most people will fucking just say, no, not talking to them, not doing it. I'm the exact opposite. From nature, I'm the exact opposite. I don't understand those people. I don't understand what makes them, when they look at their lives, when white nationalists or white power people look at their lives, I don't understand why they look at their lives and then say, oh yeah, I'm definitely better than other people. I don't get it. It makes me so fucking curious. And because of that, I will sit and talk to people. You don't have to agree with somebody to talk to them for a long time.
Okay, but see, this is interesting.
And I'm curious.
This is interesting because you and I get along, but I am the exact opposite.
Are you serious?
I am the exact opposite. If I meet someone like that, I have such a sense of hopelessness, you know, because I can't change this person. But
Probably not.
But it's interesting that you approach it with the sense of, I guess I'll try to understand this person, which is probably a more adult way of dealing with the situation.
Well, no, the
but
thing is,
I'm more of like, this guy's fucking hopeless, and it makes me think of how hopeless the world is, and I can't even fucking be around this.
I mean, I understand.
You know?
I do understand that sort of defeatist attitude. I really do. I don't mean to call you defeatist, but it's pretty fucking defeatist.
Yeah, sure.
No, one of the big ideas is to really be able to counter an argument. You have to understand it.
Yes,
you
true.
have to
That's true.
really understand why they're saying the things they're saying so that you can tell them exactly why it's fucked up. I learned this when I was in debate class in high school because you had to prepare both sides. If you didn't prepare both sides of a debate, if you couldn't argue exactly what the other person was going to argue, you were going to lose.
Yeah, it's like being a lawyer, yeah.
Exactly. You were going to lose. And it's important whenever trying to, because the other thing is, these are human beings that have a wildly radical different idea than you do, right? And all of a sudden, because you don't have to agree with them to listen to them.
Right.
And when you listen to them, you can then understand maybe in some way what the fuck they're trying to say.
Yeah.
With this clearly fucked up idea. And that's mega interesting to me. And for this guy, he wasn't a fucked up person. He was just to me he would be a very, very interesting person.
Yeah.
Why does he have tam-tams around? Why?
Yeah, but my mind...
Why, dude?
I think my mind goes too many levels too deep sometimes because it's like if I met the racist guy, and you're like, I want to know why this guy thinks like this. I understand that, but for me, I'm like, it's probably his social upbringing and his like his background and the economy and geography and where he lives and how politics treats that part of the world, and it's probably the education. So, I go too big with it, you know what I mean? And then it gets so depressing that I just can't be around somebody like that I've given up on.
I suppose, but let me ask you this.
And it's not good. It's not good for society to be that way. I know.
Well,
I know.
it's of course
he's the wrong one, but I'm also wrong for not talking about it.
Discussion is, of course, a good thing, but even with awful ideas, especially with awful ideas, because let me ask you something: could you make the exact argument that a white power person makes? Can you
couldn't. I would have to experience those people more.
That's the exact point.
Yeah,
you
but
have to be able to understand exactly how fucked it up it is.
I'm taking baby steps.
You have to understand what they're gonna say if they're gonna say it.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
I gotta. Hey man, that's what this podcast is. Baby steps. People
totally.
don't know what the fuck opera is, and I'm like, I'm gonna put it out there. Okay.
Definitely.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna let the world know.
Anyway, we got some free mic cables from this guy. I want to see his tam-tams. I wish he would have taken some pictures.
Go
of the
back,
tam-tams.
man. We can go back together. He would love to hang out.
Good.
He just had this Game of Thrones jack-off chair, man.
Really?
He had this chair. I can't talk about this guy too much because it's kind of fucking mean.
It is way mean, dude. We could get a defamation lawsuit.
Nah, I'm just gonna move on.
Let's move on.
So in the Halloween episode, Mike and I, we didn't get a chance to get to all of our operas.
That's right.
Like I said, if you haven't checked out the Halloween episode, check it out. But we gotta what?
Pause it. I gotta piss.
Okay. Let's take a pause here.
Yeah, and we're back. We were talking about if we build a studio, if we end up getting a sponsor who says, "All right, I'll give you $20,000 a month."
Yeah.
We're gonna buy a studio and build a urinal in the studio.
Yeah. A must is having a urinal in the studio. Because you have a podcast where you're drinking beers, and sometimes we record multiple podcasts in a row. We got tea, we got beer, we got coffee.
So Kiki and Sebastian, if you want to up your game, we could get a urinal down here.
We should get a crowdsourcing fundraiser for the urinal.
Can we just do that? I mean, cast a wide net.
Why is this so loud right now?
You press that one button,
yeah,
dude.
Sorry, I zoomed in.
Yeah.
I want to zoom in because I can see when it's fucking up.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, let's talk about some of the shit we got going on.
Okay.
So short-term goals is we're trying to get this drum machine so we can, because we're going to play some music now.
That's number one.
But, God, if we can get these clips where we can just knock out these clips, then we could talk about opera so much more and show examples, But now it's kind of ambiguous how much we're showing, and it's a little unplanned out because we can't. We don't have the equipment to do it. Of course, that MacBook, we're going to really be pushing on how to get that soon. We're going to do some campaigning, but that all takes writing and videos and organization and time, and it kind of takes money to make money in that regard. You know what I mean? Right. Those are some short-term goals, but another goal that we're going to start to is this SDAO gym brand.
Oh, yeah. You guys are on the inside track
This
now,
is the inside track. We're really keeping this hush-hush at the moment.
This is in its
Get on the mic,
absolutely infantile stage. I had to put my costume back on after the pièce.
Yeah, SDAO gym. We're right now. We're in the logo design phase, but
not just logo design. Logo design's just the one part of it, dude. I mean, that's a big part of it because you have to have the right have the right look for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're working on content. We're working on ideas.
Yeah, we got
we're
trainers,
working on,
nutritionists, we got people working with-
trainers. Yeah,
But we realize, because, I mean, you know it as much as we do, that there is a stereotype in the opera world, you know, of the big opera singer.
that's right.
And outside of the opera, people that know nothing about opera, they know that stereotype. They know Viking horns and the big opera singer, right? But
They don't know about the jacked opera singer.
But the reality is, people that are in our generation of opera singer, which, you know, every 15 years you kind of have a different vibe of opera singer. The people in our generation are very fitness oriented, diet oriented, you know?
Yeah.
It's more of the Hollywood actor type of mentality sometimes. Anyway, there's a niche for that. And we want to create a couple some content for that, but also, more importantly, we want to organize all that into one place.
Definitely.
You know? Because that's all just random right now. And there's people that ask questions on their random Instagram accounts, and then there's someone 5 accounts over that's giving advice to that answer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if we could have a place where we could, you know, have
Consolidate that
people working
shit.
out and someone be careful doing that to the mic, man.
Sorry.
If you have a place where people can ask questions, but then also, boom, right there, here's your answer. Singers helping singers. We're trying to stimulate more of that thing. Singers helping singers, man.
Definitely, but it's
Put
not.
that on a shirt.
It's not just singers helping singers. It's the qualified people. Also, we're gonna with the SDAO gym. Our trainer is actually a champion lifter.
Yeah.
Is a champion lifter.
Yeah, and
built like a brick shithouse. I mean, we're excited to have him on board. We're not releasing his name yet because we want to
Nothing's
get stuff
finalized
up and running.
Well, I'm also working on this nutritionist who's a professional nutritionist. I know her from back when. She's also like a multi-international bikini champion winner or something like that. So we got
Does
these.
she sing too? No.
So it's a good mix. It's a strong mix
She
to
has
have.
to sing. If she wants to be the
Yeah,
trainer,
no,
she has to give us at least one
the
song.
other people. The other guy is singer and a lifter, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's also interesting bringing people into the opera world who are not opera singers. I don't think you always need the mix.
Definitely not.
Singer plus. But like, I am a specialist or
No,
pro.
but I definitely want to know her pipes. I want to know what her pipes are like.
Jesus Christ, that sounds so dirty. But also, the thing we didn't mention is the SDAO gym, though, is about body and voice. Body's half of it.
Right.
And that's what made designing the logo so fucking hard. But the voice aspect is also, voice lessons, vocal tips, this type of stuff, which also you see on Instagram. We have people that write us in and they're like, how do I fucking sing this note? And then you got this guy 5 accounts over that's giving the answer to that. And so us as kind of a hub, which is what we're becoming for this stuff, it's like, well, let's just take you and let's bring you together. Boom. Help each other.
Definitely. I'm so excited about the SDAO gym. It makes me really, really happy.
That's going to be something we're going to be launching, I hope, in the next couple of weeks. Merch is also coming along.
Merch is on its way. We had some God, that's hard stuff.
That was fucked up, man. We went to find someone who will just print your shit and ship it is not easy.
No questions asked.
I want a store where they can look at the shirt, click on the shirt, buy the shirt. You take most of the money, just give me 20 cents. You know what I mean? That's actually very difficult to find, especially since we're international, you know?
Yeah. Because it's not, we don't even need to make a lot of money off of it. We just want, if people want the merch, we've gotten so much about that.
You'll never make money off T-shirts. That's a bad fucking business.
Unless you just buy bulk, unless you have an initial investment.
If we did it ourselves, but it's
if we could buy 10,000 shirts and get them
business,
printed,
then
you can make some because you can get your individual unit costs down.
Yeah, but then you got to ship them, you know.
Still, I mean, you just increase your margin, your profit margin a lot.
Yeah, no, it's totally true.
We're not doing that.
But that's not the point. We're not a shirt
it,
company. But people want it, and we want to spread the word, and so we want to get it out there. But
we just want to satisfy.
But we agreed also we want it to be good quality.
That's right. We want it to be good quality.
We didn't want to put shitty shirts that don't fit with some shitty fucking logo.
I mean, I could literally take some markers and draw our logo on there for you. Yeah. You want that? I'll do it. I've got some old shitty
shirts. Just get
a
big stamp. A comically large stamp. No, seriously though, we wanted it to be good quality, and I think we found a solution. And right now we're in the shipping and testing phase. So we did the American test phase, that went well. Now we're doing the German one, and so we're going to release that in the next couple weeks too.
It's around the corner.
You also can't find a site that does shirts, sweatshirts, and then also accessories like cups and fucking. We're also working on SDAO condoms. Okay, we're trying.
This is all
I
coming
swear to
for
God,
you.
we're trying to get sex, drugs, opportunities out there, but I'm worried about that because I don't
Why?
want, because someone's gonna keep it in their wallet too long and they're gonna knock some girl up and then they're gonna blame us.
Well, okay, then we
But
need a
bad publicity is
disclaimer,
good
of course.
publicity, you know. Then
Right.
we get out there.
That kid's got to be named either Jared or Mike.
Yes.
What's the female form of Jared?
Geraldine? I don't know.
Geraldine. That sounds right. But Gerald is the male form of Geraldine.
Jared. Yeah, there is no man.
There is none.
Michael is Michelle. What?
Michelle
Mikhail,
or
Michelle.
Michaela or something like that, or some fucking blah blah blah.
So man, let's get
No,
some
wait.
music. What?
Let's
Talk more about female Jared.
Yeah, let's talk about more female. No.
Stop. What do you want to talk about?
I was gonna put the kibosh on this one, and then make the other one a separate audio file for them to listen to.
All right.
That way we can excerpt it if we want to, and it's already excerpt.
Yeah, we try to keep these short and sweet, because the way this is set up, you have to kind of listen from YouTube or the website.
Plus, this is what is going to be a standard thing for a donor is keeping you up to date as to what's going on.
Yeah.
This right now is
Okay.
you're up to date, keeping you up
That's
for
true.
real. You want the next one?
We're still honing this in, to be honest. We're trying to figure out how to
know
do
what
this.
the fuck we're doing.
No. We know a little bit.
Sebastian and Kiki, you guys got it.
Man, more people can be listening to this. Those are just the sponsors right now.
I
You
know.
can't limit it to two.
I'm just
man.
saying, right
Okay.
now, these
You
are the
other
people
sponsors that are
giving
listening
us-
to this, you're equally important.
You
okay?
are, but come
Mike's,
on. At
Mike's
this
trying
time
to,
that
Mike's
we're
trying to
recording,
edge you out.
Sebastian Kierkegaard or whatever his
Okay.
name is, Kierkegaard.
We got two sponsors. But look. Okay, this is your update. This is your update one. We're gonna record another one right now that's gonna give you a bit more extra content. So, pop on up there.